Hello and welcome back once again to our cooking channel. And today my recipe is kids' most favorite nowadays, the Italian special recipe chicken lasagna, which I am going to make in homemade lasagna sheets. Lasagna sheets are available in market, but they are very expensive. So I am making the lasagna sheets at home itself. Let's see how to make lasagna sheets at home. In 4 cups of maida, I have added 2 eggs, half spoon of salt. Let's mix them together. Let's add some water. Little by little we have to add. We should not add the water at once because the dough should be little tight for the sheets, lasagna sheets. Like this, gradually we have to add the water and we have to knead the tight dough to roll the lasagna sheets. After kneading the dough, at least for 10 minutes, we have to give rest to the dough. Let's apply some oil over it. You can see the consistency of the dough and the tightness of the dough. Usually for rotis we need the soft dough, but for lasagna sheets we have to knead little tight. After keeping in rest for 10 minutes, let's roll the thin sheets of lasagna. A small lemon sized dough I am taking and rolling it very thin. You can easily roll it dusting some maida over it. You have to roll this sheet as thin as possible. Like this. It's a bit time taking process if you make the sheets also at home because they are available in market, then you can easily make the lasagna. But sometimes if you don't get the sheets, you can easily make it at home. This is the actual way of making the sheets. Now my thin sheet is ready. Now I'm cutting the edges of the sheet to give the sheet to a shape. So I'm cutting it from the center. You can see the thinness, how thin the sheet is. Now let's keep the sheets below the fan for some time so that it becomes dry. Until by the time, let's make our chicken sauce. Half kg of chicken keema, boneless chicken keema I have used, and 4 medium sized onions chopped, and some capsicum, and around 10 to 12 garlic flakes, and 4 tomatoes I have grinded finely. Let's make the sauce now. Let's add some oil in a pan. Chicken keema you can make very easily. The boneless chicken you can just grind roughly in a mixer and it becomes chicken keema. Now in the oil I'm adding the finely chopped garlic cloves. 10 to 12 garlic cloves I have used here for the aroma in the sauce. Usually in Italian sauce they don't add ginger, only garlic they add and make the sauce. Let's add the onions. We need not wait for the onions to become brown, just they have to become little soft and that's it. Let's add some salt also. Now adding the bell pepper, that is capsicum, finely chopped. Just saute all the ingredients together. Now let's add the chicken keema. Half kg of chicken keema. You can even use in mutton also, the lasagna. But the kids' favorite is always the first priority is chicken. You should not add any water into it because the chicken leaves some water. So we have to just saute them together. Let's add some turmeric powder, some red chili powder, and some black pepper powder. Some chili flakes. By making the sauce itself, you can feel the aroma of the lasagna, actual actual aroma of the lasagna. Now I'm adding the tomato puree. Let's mix well. If you follow these steps, that definitely no doubt that the outcome will be 100% best. Now I'm adding the oregano or Italian herbs that will be easily available in any supermarket. That is one of the main ingredients of this lasagna. Mostly in pizza and lasagna and other Italian dishes like pasta and all, definitely they use the Italian herbs. Our sauce is ready now. Let's make the white sauce now. To make the white sauce, I have used 100 grams of butter and 3 full tablespoon of maida and 1 cup of milk. In a pan, let's add the butter. Let's allow the butter to melt. Let's add the maida and roast for some time. Around for half a minute. We have to roast it. And now let's add the milk gradually, avoiding the lumps. Gradually, we have to add the milk, and we should not add the whole milk at once to avoid lumps. At the same time, we have to keep on breaking the lumps of the sauce. Like this, you can add. The stove should be in low flame at the time of making this white sauce. Let's, with the help of a spatula, let's just mix it and break the lumps at the same time. If you want, you can add some water also. If the sauce is very thick, the white sauce should not be much thicker. The consistency should be somewhat like this. So I am adding some water also, just to make it the consistency perfect. You can see that the thickness should be like this. Keep on stirring in the low flame. Add some salt. Half spoon of black pepper. and some oregano, around half a spoon. Let's mix them together, and that's all. Our white sauce is ready now, and there are no lumps also because we just kept on breaking the lumps in between. You can see this is the perfect consistency of the white sauce. Let's boil our lasagna sheets now. In a container, add some water, around 4 glasses of water, and add some salt and some half a spoon of oil. And once the water starts boiling, let's add the sheets one by one. Only for 1 to 2 minutes we have to boil the sheets, then we can remove it with the help of a spoon or a holder like this. You need not boil the sheets for longer time. So the remaining sheets also I am adding in the same water. Let's remove it. Let's assemble the lasagna now in a pan. Usually lasagna is baked in oven, but I'm showing in a pan because those who don't have oven, they can also easily make it at home in a pan. In a pan, I'm just adding some oil and just spreading evenly, and some tomato sauce at the bottom. Let's spread evenly just to wet the pan. Let's place our boiled lasagna sheets covering the whole place of the pan. Let's add our chicken sauce that we made. Just spread evenly all the sides of the on top of the full sheet. Now let's add our white sauce. Just pour it over the chicken sauce. Around 2 spatula or more than that also you can add. Now I'm placing the cheese slices over it. Some cheese slices I'm using and some mozzarella cheese I'm using. You can even use only mozzarella cheese also, but I'm using both of them. Some mozzarella cheese grated, I'm sprinkling over it. Cheese is the main ingredient of this lasagna. Without cheese, there will be no lasagna. So again, repeat the same process, placing the sheets again and placing the chicken sauce again over the sheets. All the sides should be covered. Now again the white sauce. Believe me, if you make this way, your children will definitely love it, and again they will demand to make the same thing, same type of lasagna. Again, I'm spreading the cheese and both cheese slices and mozzarella cheese once again. Finally, again, lasagna sheets I am adding on top of it. Let's spread some tomato sauce again. At first, at the bottom, we applied some sauce, and again at the top, once again, we have to apply the tomato sauce. Some cheese, once again. As I told you that the cheese is the main ingredient of lasagna. You can make it without chicken, but without cheese, you just can't make the lasagna. Even with vegetables also, you can make it. Some sprinkling some oregano, some chili flakes. Let's cover the lid, and in the low flame we have to keep it for 15 minutes. But for first 5 minutes, after first 5 minutes is over, you have to just open and check, and you just have to poke it with the help of a fork so that it should cook evenly from all the sides. Like this, you have to poke, and again you have to cover it. It's a 15 minutes process, so first 5 minutes you have to open, then again after 5 minutes you have to open and do the same thing, like poking with the help of a fork with all the sides. If- so 2 5 minutes are over, so 10 minutes are over now. Let's cover and cook for 5 more minutes. Now our 15 minutes are over and our lasagna is almost done now. You can see that the cheese has become evenly spreaded and it's ready. Now let's switch off the stove and let's allow the lasagna to cool for some time. Once it becomes lukewarm, then you have to cut the pieces like this. If you cut the pieces when it is very hot, then the layers may slip and you will not get a good piece of lasagna. Can you just see it? Our awesome, delicious Italian dish, the most favorite of kids. The rich and flavorful, cheesy lasagna is ready, which we made in pan. You can also try this lasagna at home and definitely you will love the result. And share your comments with me and subscribe to my channel for more interesting recipes. And take care. Thank you for watching.